This is the 1 p.m. news from Splash 105.5 FM, the Integrity Station. I'm Ronke Giwa Onafuwa. First, the news headlines. Federal government to clamp down on Arik Bike Courtney as debts hit 37 billion naira. NCDC confirms deadly Delta variant of COVID-19 in Nigeria. And 3 female workers killed, dozens injured in juice factory fire in Bangladesh. In sports, Olympic flame arrives Tokyo after heartbreaking fan ban. Those are the headlines. Now the news in detail. The federal government has vowed to recover a total of 37 billion naira from airlines still owing various categories of debts. This is just as the government stated that the ban on Emirates Airlines would continue. The Minister of Aviation, Hadi Sirika, stated this at this week's ministerial press briefing organized by the Presidential Communication Team at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. Sirika, who said airlines owed federal agencies 37 billion naira, also explained that Arik owed between 13 billion naira and 14 billion naira. The minister added that construction firm Bike Courtney owed the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria about 14 billion naira.
About 37 billion that they are owing, especially Arik, the culprit. I know they are owing us about maybe 13, 14 billion. If you are owing government, they are owing fund. The Bakotni, that's the Babalaki, right? The Bakotni is owing, I think, about 14 billion as the last count. He's not paid a single dime from the time he started to run that terminal building. And we have not ceased giving him electricity, water, fire cover, and so on and so forth. He hasn't paid a dime for 13 years. And if we go to shut his doors, the media, of course, and Nigerian people will say we're killing businesses. But he's killing our services too, because we have to have that money to provide for that toilet that you're looking for in Lagos Airport. So we have to earn money. Most of these are living by the IGRs, and so we need the money. But we'll go after the money. We will not allow this infrastructure to keep dilapidating and not earning money. We'll ensure that we give you the best of infrastructure, put it in the hands of the private sector who understand the business, run it and pay government and return back the infrastructure back to the people because we are social democrats in power.
Presidential aide Loretta Onoche has denied involvement in partisan politics, telling the Senate Committee on the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, she does not belong to any political party. Onoche was screened as an INEC National Commissioner on Thursday despite public outcry over her nomination by President Muhammadu Buhari. Onoche, who admitted that she had seen the petitions against her, insisted she follows due process in her dealings. Onoche told the lawmakers in Abuja, insisting that she stopped partisan politics after her principal won a second term in office in 2019.
I have removed myself from anything political, not even anticipating that I will be here today defending my nomination to INEC. It was never in my, I never envisaged it, but here I am. Since 2019, I have not had anything to do with any political organization in this country. Even Buhari support organizations, I have not had anything to do with them since 2019. So when APC decided to do a proper registration of their members and to revalidate their membership, I did not take part in that exercise. So as I'm sitting down here, I am not a member of any political party in this country.
The development has elicited massive outcry from members of the opposition and civil society organizations who claim she is a card-carrying member of the ruling All Progressives Congress, APC. Now, Governor Ben Ayade of Cross River State on Wednesday received the report of the Peace, Reconciliation and Rehabilitation Committee on the warring communities of Ibom, Ebijagara and Ediba Usumutong in the Abi local government area of the state. The committee was inaugurated by the governor in May this year with former Senate Majority Leader Senator Victor Ndoma Egba as chairman. While receiving the report at the conference hall of the governor's office, Calabar, Ayade praised the committee for turning its report in record time. The governor extended the tenure of the committee with the new task of fashioning out the method of government intervention in the troubled communities.
The provision of land, the design of the social housing structure, the commencement of the detailed design of the road network, all of that have to be worked out. And because this committee has done so very well, and because we have worked within the time limit, I want to also extend the tenure and provide a new terms of reference for this same team to provide me a concept design by hiring the relevant consultant to do me the design network and to provide for me a social housing master plan for the entire Ibijagara in the first instance. And then if it requires water supply, provide us a detail of the infrastructure under discourse, particularly in terms of providing me a physical design that I can, on the basis of that document, initiate either the Construction and Fabrication Academy of Cross River to commence this project or by way of a subcontract.
Now, the National Working Committee, NWC, of the People's Democratic Party has approved the timetable and schedule of activities for the party's congresses in 9 states later this year. A statement yesterday in Abuja by the party spokesman Kola Ologbondiyan listed the states as Lagos, Oyo, Adamawa, Kebbi, Borno, Kogi, Osun, Kwara and Ebonyi. According to the timetable, the sale of nomination forms, including ad hoc delegates forms, will hold on July 26th to August 27th, 2021, while the last day for the submission of forms has been fixed for September 6th, 2021. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control has detected a confirmed case of the SARS-CoV-2 known as Delta variant in Nigeria. The NCDC Director General, Dr. Chikwe Ihekweazu, disclosed this in an interview in Abuja. The WHO said that the Delta variant was dangerous and continued to evolve and mutate, and thus requiring constant evaluation and careful adjustment of the public health response. Ihekweazu said the variant was detected in a traveler to Nigeria following the routine travel tests required of all international travelers and genomic sequences at the NCDC National Reference Laboratory, Abuja. You're still listening to the news on Splash 105.5 FM. Now turning to the foreign scene. At least 3 female workers died and dozens were injured as a juice factory in Bangladesh's Narayanganj district, about 20 kilometers from capital Dhaka, caught fire on Thursday. The district's police chief, Zayedul Alam, said a total of 18 firefighting units managed to bring the fire at the 6-story building under control after hours of fighting. Apart from the victims, he said 30 people were injured in the fire and they were rushed to different hospitals. But local media reports put the number of injured people at 50. Local media reports also said the fire in the factory has not yet been completely doused, though it was almost under control since last night. And police say a group of 28 foreign mercenaries, including retired Colombian soldiers, assassinated Haiti's president, Jovenel Moïse, earlier this week. Police say they're still searching for the masterminds behind the attack. Bloodied and bruised, suspects were paraded in front of media on Thursday along with a slew of seized weapons. 8 more suspects are still on the run and 3 others were shot dead by police officers. And finally in sports, the Olympics flame arrived in Tokyo today with just 2 weeks until the games open, as athletes and fans mourned a heartbreaking decision to bar spectators from almost all venues over the virus. In Tokyo, Governor Yuriko Koike received the Olympic flame in a lantern at a ceremony in an empty stadium. Organizers said they would bar spectators from venues in Tokyo and 3 surrounding areas where most competition will happen. A handful of events will be held elsewhere in the country with some fans in attendance. As the final countdown to the July 23 opening ceremony begins, the mood is far from the usual festive Olympic spirit. Tokyo will be under a virus state of emergency from Sunday until August 22nd, putting a further dampener on an already unusual Olympics. Governments across all levels have been advised to see sport as a tool for meaningful youth engagement, especially at the grassroots level. The chairman of West Midlands Communication, High Chief Adebayo Akonde, MFR, the Abese Olubadan of Ibadan land, stated this during the novelty match played in celebration of his 82nd birthday yesterday at Leeds City Stadium in Ibadan, Oyo State. While speaking on his behalf, Chief Mrs. Ronke Giwa Onafuwa, the Yalaje Yaludi of Ibadan land, emphasized that the government must do more to invest in sports, as this will encourage the youth to channel their energy and vibrancy into something meaningful.
The founding chairman, High Chief Adebayo Akodi, MFR, is so happy and pleased with the ceremony. Sports is very important. When I was at school, at Queens, I used to play football and I used to play games. We should encourage students, youth, to always be engaged in sports. It's very healthy work, and I hope our government will continue to encourage the youth.
Novelty match eventually ended in a 3-0 victory for the Akande Bombers over the Oyo NUJ team, with Olawale Hamzat, the top striker, netting a hat-trick. Just before we go, a recap of the headlines. Federal government to clamp down on Arik bike hoarding as debts hit 37 billion naira. NCDC has confirmed deadly Delta variant of COVID-19 in Nigeria. 3 female workers killed, dozens injured in juice factory fire in Bangladesh. Olympic flame has arrived Tokyo after heartbreaking fan ban. For more details on the news, visit our website on www.splashfm1055.com. Now you can download the Splash FM mobile app on iOS, BlackBerry World and Google Play Store to listen live, get news update, opinion poll, and also report an event live to us through the iPod feature. To download, simply go to any of the stores mentioned and search for Splash FM 105.5, then click to download. We have now come to Tunde Olawuwu, assisted by Chinwe Churchill. I'm Ronke Giwa Onafuwa. Good afternoon and thank you for listening.
Quick, Charger 240.
Hot news, cool vibes, sports, and more on the Integrity Station. We educate, that's why we are respected. We inform, that's why we are loved. More music, we are the best. The Integrity Station. Splash, splash.
105.5.
We've got the city on lockdown.
Got my own city that I hold down.
We are Splash 105.5. What's up, y'all? This is Eminem.
Read my lyrics off of this paper before I leave.
Lady Gaga is performing here tonight. Lady Gaga. Don't go my name.
You are Listen to Point.
Hey, this is Lady Gaga. She's known.
I know you feel where I'm coming.
What up? It's your boy Sus Kid.
I'm the man, Oscar Banj, like my Jamaican press conference.